Annabelle, the doll that crawled in the night. Now picture this, you wake up in the middle of the night, frozen in bed, unable to move, and suddenly feel a small pair of cloth arms climbing onto your chest. You look down and the doll sitting in your living room earlier that night is now straddling your torso. Its lifeless button eyes staring directly into yours. Now that's exactly what one man described before he discovered there were scratches across his chest. Now the story of Annabelle began in 1970 when two young nurses students in Hartford, Connecticut actually received a Raggedy Ann doll as a gift. Now at first, it was nothing more than a cute decoration, something to brighten their apartment, but almost immediately they began noticing very strange behavior. The doll would be left in one room only to be discovered in another room. Now sometimes it would be slumped in a chair with its legs crossed, other times kneeling on the floor as if it were praying. Soon, scraps of paper appeared around the apartment, kind of with chilling messages like "help us" or "help Lou." Now neither of the women owned this paper, nor did they keep any writing utensils near the doll. Now the haunting escalated when Lou, a fiance of one of the roommates, had a terrifying encounter. He was napping when he felt paralyzed, unable to move as the doll climbed onto his chest. Seconds later, he felt a burning pain. When he finally regained control, he pulled up his shirt to find very long claw marks basically right across his stomach. Now, the woman contacted a medium who told them the spirit of a little girl named Annabelle Higgins had attached itself to the doll. Believing it to be harmless, they gave the spirit permission to stay. Ed and Lorraine Warren, who were called in shortly after, strongly disagreed. Lorraine insisted this was not the spirit of a child, but a very demonic entity masquerading as one's something, that's been kind of manipulating the girls into letting it remain. Now, fearing that the spirit's endgame was possession, the Warrens removed the doll from the apartment. They performed a cleansing and brought it back to their occult museum in Monroe, Connecticut. Now, to this day, Annabelle is locked in a glass case with a very large warning sign saying positively do not open. Ed often claimed the doll had been responsible for at least one man's demise. After a visitor to the museum mocked Annabelle, he supposedly then crashed his motorcycle and passed away hours later. This wasn't just a creepy toy. To the Warrens, Annabelle was one of the most dangerous artifacts they had ever encountered. Kind of something dark and intelligent that used innocence as a disguise.